How's it going, everybody? Welcome into episode 2 of our Chasing Perfect Season 2. We're back out here at the University of, or I should say Randolph College. It's not a university, it's Randolph College. This is our second attempt. If you missed the first one, you can check that out, or you can hop in on this attempt because obviously we didn't get it. Just a reminder, the way this is going to work is there's going to be 4 episodes of this series during the summer break, and while this campus is dormant, for each episode that I fail and each attempt that I fail, a jackpot of prizes are going to continue to build, and there's going to be a winner at the end of the series whether I complete it or not. Last episode, I think it was 6 or 7 discs into the jackpot, as well as, since we didn't get it for that episode, a rare disc was added in. Today, probably destined to be more prizes, but I feel confident today that I'm going to do it. A lot less wind, almost no wind. It was windy last time and that made it a little more difficult. Also, I've got some strategy, so the hope is that we can get it done today. One more reminder, I'm going to be playing a total, I'll keep doing attempts and restarting until I've played 18 holes, and once I have, that'll be my final attempt once I've hit the 18-hole threshold. So we're just going to jump into things since we've already explained things from the last from the last episode, starting with hole 1. And I'm going to take your advice on this hole since it is a blind shot. I'm going to move the camera out to the side so you can see the basket, because somebody was like, hey, if you feel like it's a very aceable hole, it'd be cool to see it. Because my last ace on camera was not visible. So I respect that, and that is what I'm going to do. But just to explain it, hole 1, we're just starting with this hyzer around the corner, one of the easiest holes to get. If we learned anything from last time, there's 2 holes in the middle of this course that are the most difficult. Holes 3 and 4, I believe. Beyond that, it's really just not doing anything dumb, but that's tough to do for 9 holes straight. Dang, obviously you could see that in frame. Hopefully you could, but that was close. I'm gonna get this hole eventually. One thing we have to remember that was obviously a key element of the last episode is these baskets are touchy. So anytime we can throw a more gentle, calculated putt, we're going to. I don't think my tee shot strategy is going to change a lot though. Most of the holes are just so straightforward. It's just execution. Although there were a couple holes where people suggested different lines that I might try out. We went 1 for 2 on hole 2 last time. It's just a simple forehand shot. Some people didn't like the Thunderbird choice. They wanted me to go more overstable, which I kind of agree with. So I'm not gonna mess around this time. We're gonna go cap wrap and really just chop into it, because that's kind of my strength with the forehand. That's why I use the Zone OS on this course as much as possible. And with no wind today, it'll just be a lot easier to throw this uphill shot. We're just trying to get it past that second tree, that tree on the left, or I guess the middle of those 3 trees. It's a little early. That's it. Oh, terrible. Ugh. It's like, and just like that, that's probably going to be it. I mean, we might have a putt from there, but that's brutal. That is such an easy shot. I just didn't put enough on it and let it go early. Not much hope from here unless we can toss a forehand in. Oh, I think that went just over the top. I really just don't want to have as many attempts as last time. It was so bad. Well, this is the start of attempt number 2. We're already another disc added to the jackpot. I'd like to just get on some long runs today. I mean, if you saw last episode, there was a point where we missed like 3 or 4 holes in a row and just kept having to add discs in. It shouldn't happen out here. This is probably the hardest hole, this straight putter shot, but I do think it's a lot easier with no wind. I'm gonna go slammer just right at it. You don't have to worry about getting knocked down as much. Beat that tree. Nope. Tree beats disc. Dang it, dude. I just needed to get more loose today. It's not feeling great. That's gonna be another mess up. This is just never what we want to see for birdie. Not my worst effort. That's another attempt down though. I mean, sheesh. I'm really starting to think it's actually like 2, 3, and 4 that is just so tough. And at the beginning of the round when I really didn't warm up like I should have, like that is a trap. Because now I'm 2 discs down. I mean guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, you had better, because by the end of this series, there's gonna be like 40 discs given away to somebody. All right, this is my last nemesis hole from last time. This downhill one, we did get it once with the long putt, but I think Gosh, it's definitely a backhand. It has to be a backhand. The forehand just doesn't make sense with the tree limbs on the left. But we just got to get things going, because after this, if you know this, after this is where the easy stretch is. We have some short, easy, chippy ones that really take you all the way through the rest of the 9, even into hole 1. So it's like, it's just this stretch. So if we could at least knock out one of them at the beginning of a run, that would be great. I just have to like also remember, like, believe that I can make birdie. I think a big part of this hole too is just speed control. It's so downhill. We're gonna go slammer again and just try and ease right at it. That's so left. I am genuinely awful. Oh my gosh. I think this long grass where I landed, you could find every known species of tick known to mankind. Get in there. Let's go. That was so pure. Okay. Just like last time our best run, I believe, started with a long putt on this hole. Big confidence boost. I can feel my spirits soaring a little bit. Let's capitalize. I've got to be getting ticked. Hole 5 is one of the easier holes. We pivot worked for us twice last time, so we're going right back to it. Just have to throw a straight shot. Easier said than done. There it is. All day long. Have to make this birdie every time. It's so easy. Alrighty. It's an easy 2 in a row. Easy 2 in a row there. A little nervous about the next hole though. Hole 6 is pretty easy in theory. It's a short chip shot. It's just that downhill green, the path surrounding the basket. There's a few things that just make it a little unpredictable. We got it both times last video, so we're hoping the chip zone OS keeps working. Just aim at the tree. That seems to be the strategy. This would be a real bummer of a hole. Like, the blind holes would suck to lose it on. That's the first one that I'm a little nervous about the path, because the path plays river OB. At least in my rule book it does. So I'm a little worried because it's kind of right. This worked out just fine. We had more room to the right of the basket than I thought. I mean, not a ton, but enough. The basket definitely hugs more left. But all these little like 15 footers are slippery. They're very slippery when these baskets aren't as reliable. So gotta lock in and make these putts. Boom. Those are the perfect putts. I'm not really trying to do that, but any of them that land like super low in the basket, they just can't spit out. And those are the ones we'd love to see. All right, hole 7, straightforward forehand, just trying to avoid the tree limbs before you get to the basket. Things are starting to get a little more intense now, because at this point, you know, this hole is easy. The next hole, we have to worry about the hillside, but it's pretty easy. Hole 1's easy. So you can, like, in a 9-hole challenge like this, especially when they're short, like when we did Lynchburg College, the holes were a little longer, so it wasn't, you didn't like end up on a hot streak super quick. But here it's like, if I make this one, I've already gotten what, 4 in a row, and it's like we're halfway there basically. So you can heat up quick, and you got to lock in, because before you know it, you're almost there. So Zone OS, that's what we did last time. Oh my gosh, go in. I thought that was destined to go in. That is now 3 times in a row, or at least twice now, that I've gotten kind of lucky at those tree limbs. I really should probably develop a strategy that doesn't involve just chucking into that tree. But the way that kicked, I thought for certain that was going to be an ace. And by the way, I saw some people ask about this in the comments. The challenge is to go 9 under through 9 holes. So if I ace, that does give me a buffer to where I could make a par. Cannot believe this didn't drop. It looked so in from the tee. Thought I was just going to slide right into the cage. But job done. Still got a few more holes to knock out here before heading back to hole 1. But feeling good about this run so far. The only thing nerve-wracking about hole 8 is the giant hillside, and there's concern to be there, especially because the basket is guarded by an overhanging branch you can see up there. So if you catch that like we did on hole 2, you're gonna land and probably roll away. So we have to try to keep it low enough that we're not landing on top of those tree branches. We're gonna go pivot and just float it up there. That really kind of sucked. I was kind of trying to pull it over on Anheuser like I had been doing to just kind of cut it into the hill, but I kept it way too low, and now I think that putt's gonna be very tricky. That was terrible. This is the lapse in concentration I was warning myself about before throwing a not so great shot. This is like, these branches I feel like have gotten worse. Like, you really have to get through them, because if you don't, you're now left with this, where I'm putting like low ceiling, hard and spinny. And let me tell you something, a low to high spinny putt with speed, even if I hit dead center, this basket probably won't like it. So this is not good. I hate to lose the run here. The good news is, like, we do have clear view of the basket. We just, like I said, we had to throw it low ceiling. Get up in there. Dang it. Wow. Putts are falling out left on me right now. Shocker. That is a severe bummer. Why are there so many bugs in this spot of the course? Holy cow. That's a severe bummer. That's the end of that run. Basically starting from scratch. We have hole 9 to play, and then we just carry over to 1. That's tough. I really feel like it's going to be big for me to be able to have to carry momentum into the holes I struggle with, like 2, 3, 4. Trying to start a run with those at the beginning is really difficult. That was a wasted opportunity. That's not a hole I want to lose a run on ever. Well, I believe that's 3 discs into the jackpot now. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. I haven't even made through 9 holes, and I've already made this many pars. Hole 9, the only trouble this hole gave me last time was spitting out my putt, but we're just lobbing a forehand over those bushes and dropping it down. It's a really pretty simple shot as long as you don't leave it short. Love it. Is that long? Every time I feel like I say is that long, I go up there and it's not, so that should be fine. I feel like I keep landing here, so I just need to make a mental note to aim a little more left, because this hole is very, or a little more right, because this hole is very aceable. Basket still scares me. All right, another humble streak of 1 has started. Back to hole 1. Once again, got it framed up for your viewing pleasure. I'm already looking ahead to hole 3, but I got to make sure I don't miss these ones too. Dang. Man, I thought it was even more left than that. I'm starting to develop a little bit of a feel for that shot where I kind of know where it is, but I still can't seem to throw a shot bad enough to land outside of 20 feet, which is great considering it is about a 100-foot hyzer. It's good to know that I'll always have hole 1 to comfort me when I'm messing up all the other easy ones. Can't figure out a way to mess this one up yet. No more messing around on hole 2. We're pumping this forehand. We're gonna get up that hill and not crash out early, or else I'm gonna crash out early. Dude, how do I keep doing that? I just can't convince. Maybe it's because I'm just inherently have to throw nose up onto this hill, and I'm just underestimating how hard I have to throw it or how much I have to flex it. But gosh, at least that one will putt. That one's gonna putt. It's just not great. Get in there. Yes. That was huge. I think that was a big putt. I needed that for momentum, for morale heading into my worst holes. We got a nice little 3 streak going, and I have this belief that if I'm able to get like 2, 3, and 4 in a run, like it's a done deal from there. I'm gonna have to close it out. Starts here. We're going slammer again. We're gonna commit to it. We're gonna hit the gap. Oh, it's left. Oh, it's gonna be so left. Drop, 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 drop. That slammer is a beautiful disc, but it's like, the beauty of the slammer is that it retains some stability even when it's been beat up for 3 years. And if I throw it hard with like some turn, it'll hold that. But if you give it a touch of hyzer, it still wants to hyzer. And like that's what happened there. Hit the gap, just wrong line. Dang, that's a long putt. This isn't as bad as I thought, or maybe just inside of 30 feet. We can do this. Just got so focused on trying not to miss left that I pulled it right. Such a bummer. Such a bummer. Just haven't been able to get a really good one going right now. That's what is that, 4 discs to the thing? We missed hole 2, 3, 8. Yeah, I think it's our 4th disc to the jackpot today. Sheesh. I might be sick in the head, but I'm gonna go back to the forehand on this hole. I just feel like it has to work. It just has to. There it is. There it is. And a little skip. Oh, okay. Or just leave it 25 short. Okay, but I threw the line at least. Just didn't throw it hard enough. That's like, I feel like that shot I like because the path bails you out because you can get a skip from it. Does it make the most sense? Probably not, but you know, whatever works. Boom. All right, we are throwing some encouraging putts today in between the bad ones. We once again got hole 4. It's really hole 3 is, I think it's the only hole that I don't think I've gotten once yet. I think I've gotten at least all of them at least once. Just got a little tunnel shot here. Wish I could run this more, but there's a drop off behind the basket. It's just not worth it. I'm just hoping I accidentally ace it. That was something. The hole's so short, I'm almost in the circle with that. Guess I got my wish. Now I get to run this basket. Fade hard. Oh, decent bid. Man, I'm telling you what. This is rough. I've got to get something going. That one hurt pretty bad. There's no doubt about that. That is a tough pill to swallow. I think that puts us at, what, 5 discs now to the jackpot. I always count it up at the end, if I ever get off, but it's bad. And we're running out of holes. I need to get a streak going here. I can take it to the next 9, so NOS. Haven't missed this hole yet. See if we can do that. Oh, I yanked it. Either goes in or it's out of bounds. Oh, that hit the tree. That's for sure gonna suck. Well, guys, I hit this tree. There's the basket. You see my disc yet? I Spy. You see it? Oh, it rolled all the way down there. Yippee. Haha. Guess it could have been worse. Could have been out of bounds. In there. I'm telling you what, something is going on today where I'm either throwing an awful shot or like some of these putts, like that's just dead center pole. Let's go. All right, that was your day. Just when I'm this close to quitting, the sport lifts me out of the grave. I just love that. So I said I was going to change strategy on this hole to avoid just trying to get lucky on the tree limb slot machine out there, but I just don't really know what else to do other than to purposely try to aim to land short of it. I think we're just going to try and throw it lower. Not as fun, but it's effective. So at least I'll have some intentions of missing the tree. Yeah, look at that. That is a good intentional shot. Low, just misses the trouble, still parked. If you're not throwing a Zone OS yet, by the way, you're missing out. It is for us, and those of us who don't have a very touchy forehand, you can look really good at forehands by just chopping those things. Boom. The real interesting thing of this series is actually just seeing how long I can stay perfect on certain holes, because I think hole 1, I think the last hole, hole 6, this hole, those might be the only 3 left that I haven't missed. I'll have to look back, which is kind of crazy. This time we're going to throw cash on hole 8, throw it a bit harder, knowing that we have to cut through those limbs. Dude, I still threw it low. Okay. Still threw it low. That one skipped high enough that I think it's going to be okay, but sheesh. Just can't, it's so far uphill and it's so close, I can't get my body to throw that shot. It doesn't want to. This should be easier than the last one. All right, escaped hole 8. We're finally back to getting a run going. It'd be really funny if this run keeps going to the last hole, because it means we would finish on that little tunnel shot I messed up, and that would be so funny to play under high pressure, because imagine messing that one up again. All right, this time we're gonna aim a little more right on this hole. Hopefully hear the sound of chains. Oh. See, now I think I threw it too right. We're just gonna have to keep gauging this one in. So this shot was on point, we just had to be a little shorter. So we're getting it dialed. Okay. So we've now hit our 18-hole threshold, which means the next time I mess up, the episode is over. We will finish adding on the rest of the discs and the next minor jackpot to the total prize pool. But we'll keep playing because if we can keep the streak going, we just have to birdie 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 because we already have 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that would do it for us. So pressure's on. That one never had a chance. Easy birdie though. Forgive me if you can hear this random high pitch noise that just started happening. I'm not sure if it's some generator or a fire alarm or something, but it's quite annoying if you can hear it. These baskets, man. I missed dead center pole by like 2 inches and I was freaking out and it almost spit through. Like, these are tricky. We're not throwing that cap wrap again on this hole because I'm not ready to be hurt again. We're gonna go force. A little straighter, a little more distance. Same shot. I am quite literally incapable of throwing that far enough to the left. It just comes out early. Luckily, because I disked up, it got up pin high. I think it's only like 25 feet. That was real close. I've got some somewhat favorable catches by these baskets. They owe me a spit out, and I'm a little nervous about that. We move on. We're in the home stretch now. 3 more holes to go. 3, 4, and 5. Some tough ones. We're gonna get this one. This time we're gonna throw the slammer correctly. I've got about 1 more bad throw at this one until we have to switch up, which would be next episode. It just should work. Oh, that was good. Sit. Oh yeah. Okay, that's my best one yet. That should be pretty close. We are close here. About 15 feet is the best we've had here. This might be it. I had a feeling the last episode of this challenge was very gettable, and we have 2 holes. One that's tough, and then an easy one that would be pretty silly to mess up. But I feel very confident right now. Just got to throw that forehand again on this next hole. Okay. 1 good forehand here could really seal the deal. Same strategy as last time, throw a little harder. Don't get the nose up. That's the big thing we can't do. I threw it high. You've got to be kidding me. Sit. I just don't even believe that. I don't know what it is about forehands that, like, I can tell myself, just don't let the nose get up. Don't let the nose get up. Nose gets up. If only there were some evidence that that was going to happen from like a prior episode, that maybe I shouldn't have done that. The last forehand was so good. Dude, here's the good news. I've really made 2 good steppers today, and that is a step putt that I've actually made in this series. So it's not over yet. I can't quit on myself, but that is very frustrating. We're just on the edge of the wood line, probably about 36 to 38 feet up the hill. This is basically the putt of the series right here. If we make this, all we got is the tiniest birdie ever to win. I really feel like I popped that out of my hand exactly how I wanted to. I just don't think I judged the uphill. I didn't give it enough credit because I feel like out of my hand I thought I made it again. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. This series is very difficult for me because I feel like it's so easy, but it's just these couple holes that just keep getting me. Well, we got 2 more episodes to try and get it done. Leave a like if you want to see the conclusion. We've got what I think 5 or 6 more discs added to the jackpot, plus our next minor jackpot prize, since we did not get it here, is going to be another rare disc, but this time it's going to be 2 additional rare discs. I'll try to next episode show off like those discs exactly, but the next 2 will also be either signed by pros or custom stamped. So these will be like kind of grand prize, because the disc that I'm throwing in to the normal prize pool will just kind of be stock, like good discs, but like stock stuff for my collection. I don't have that many collectible discs, for goodness sake. I'm gonna have to give away half of them. But these will be 2 additional rare discs. The next episode prize will go up, and then the last one, like I said, we're gonna give away a bag. So if we can't get it, there's just no way I don't get it next time. Man, really thought this was gonna be a 2-episode series, but on to 3 we go. Thanks for watching. subscribe if you enjoy, and well, I guess we'll see you next month. Oh, one more thing. As long as the schedule worked out, the video you'll see next week will be the punishment polecat only at New London. As long as I can find 5 hours to spend in New London. See you then.